I mean, I guess that was the joke I made, but yeah, they do kill people.
Yeah.
But still, it falls on the...
Good God, man.
You know Adam can't eat now, right? He can't eat anything.
Did you fart into the microphone?
Yeah, when you.
All right, welcome back to
That's why I stood up.
the morning hangover, I guess.
Now Adam can't eat any of the cookies or the wheat thins.
Do you realize that?
Damn it!
You
No,
realize
sealed.
that line of thinking
They're
is
sealed.
just wrong, right? Like, there's no science to back that up. Because if you want to get technical, any part of this house, any part of outside has poop particles in it. So guess what? You're eating shit everywhere you go.
I don't know when you flush a toilet. Studies have shown that
Hey,
fecal
buddy, I got you a
matter.
beer.
Studies have shown that when you flush a toilet,
That is why I got a 30-pack.
fecal matter can travel up to 6 feet.
No,
So
It does. Look it up.
Tell
looks
me
to
I got
me like you're
fucking
starting on
poop in my
your
beard.
mullet.
It's bullshit.
You do.
It
It's
was
getting pretty
so-
good.
I was really doing it.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about on
I
that
really
one.
want to do it. Like,
There's two
she doesn't
conversations.
recognize.
All right, can we just pick a topic?
She thinks I'm just growing my hair out.
Well, usually I like to talk and warm up to the
You're gonna
situation.
trim your sideburns
and
right before we
relax.
I
go.
bought a conditioner. That's for.
Nah, I'm glad they can hear you.
I bought a. I don't want them to hear this.
Your process? Your hair process?
I bought a conditioner that
I went
is
with
for,
you're fucking gay and you're trying to be a woman.
is that to turn your hair blonde
Why are we lightening your hair?
slowly so I can get that light brown JDF look when he was in the 90s?
What the fuck is wrong with you two? Like, what is wrong with you? Both of you.
This is who I want to be friends with.
Yeah, Jacob.
Oh, I'm sorry I grew up and I don't fucking cling to a show that I only watched when I was a
Adam.
child.
I'm sorry too.
Adam, you can do that a lot cheaper.
I actually watched it more than now that I'm an adult.
Lemon, tinfoil,
I know you have.
Parents, I can do what I want.
What?
or lemon and sun. It'll do it a lot
I mean,
cheaper.
I've got plenty of lemon. I buy lemon juice by the gallon.
Like lemon juice or lemonade?
On it.
No, lemon juice.
Like, where do you get lemon juice by the gallon? Like 100% lemon juice by the gallon.
What? It was a joke. Why do you have to go way
Pretty
too
sure you
into
can
it,
buy.
man?
Maybe
Because I'm asking if that's a real thing.
He's
No,
asked.
it's well, as far as I know, it's not.
The
Sorry,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
The cooking aisle. Lemon juice.
I think he was legitimate asking
yeah, it
because
was
he wanted
really.
some.
Well, yeah, that's what I realized. Like, oh yeah.
Maybe I'm being a dick. Maybe he just wants some lemon juice. So anyway, yeah. I guess we're supposed to talk about a topic because Gomez is getting angry about it.
I'm gonna put this pencil in your beer.
No, don't do that.
graphite poisoning, dude.
Yeah, come on. Lead. I was gonna say lead. Isn't it lead poison?
Graphite.
It was graphite.
Oh. Because dangerous.
So,
Because stupid people.
I kind of want to
eat
hear
lead.
what Adam thinks about this because I kind of have my opinions. But
Tell me.
the merger finally went through. We all know about that. What's your full feelings about this? About Disney buying Marvel and just owning all of Marvel now, pretty much.
Disney
or
bar-
Disney buying
they-
Fox. Yeah.
Wait, what is left that Disney doesn't own?
They have issues with Spider-Man, right?
No.
Or we own
Well,
some-
Sony. Yeah,
technically,
Sony.
they
still
don't.
owns
They don't
Spider-Man.
own it.
Literally
but they
had
have it.
road trips where I've discussed everything with you.
Adam, this is
You
like
don't fucking shut up because you don't remember anything I tell you ever.
Adam, I know the basics. We have these conversations once every 6
Again,
months.
that would be. It's true.
No, it's not because he doesn't. He doesn't remember.
Fair
It's because
point.
you don't fucking listen. That's the thing. I know you don't listen to me.
Anyway,
Dude, I'm fucking hot. Like, how are you?
I don't know.
are fucking hot.
I was cold at Jake's house too.
I do you.
But
holding his-
okay, so there's still issues with Spider-Man and Sony.
Not really.
There's not. The only
partnership.
okay, so the
They
only
just
issue with
don't own
Spider-Man and
it.
Sony is
They're
there are
connected.
some properties that Sony still owns that Marvel doesn't have access to because Marvel actually
Right.
made a deal with Sony.
Because
as a separate
they
company.
can't get all of Spider-Man's villains.
Well, what happened
Okay,
is
hold on.
They help produce the movie.
Sony
Right.
gets all the toys. Or
They
so-
get the production.
They get the
rights.
toy
No.
prices, and then
Just let them
Sony-
talk.
Okay.
Let them talk.
Sony and Marvel are separate companies. They made a deal that
Right.
gave him access to Spider-Man and a select few of his villains and
Right.
other characters. We
Like,
don't,
hey, you can put him in some of your movies too.
but we don't know. And that's why Sony is doing this whole Venom verse and other things. And honestly, that
So
might be
wait.
why they're doing Venom Inc. That's a rumor that
So
might
wait,
be
would
stretching.
Sony would Sony be producing their own Spider-Man while Tom Holland is in the
They
Avengers?
produced Homecoming. That was a part. That was a partnership.
well, that was the
Sony-
rumor is that they were going to do Garfield while they were doing.
Sony got a lot of money from
But they
Civil
didn't do
War,
it.
even though they had nothing to do with it.
But what I mean is
Yeah,
like, so
just
like,
to have his likeness in it.
okay, before Avengers Infinity War Part 2 comes out, could Sony make their own Spider-Man film with Tom Holland?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Or could they do it with a different Spider-Man?
I
Or
think-
do they
Nope,
have
they
to?
could not. No, they actually had a specific rule.
Wait, yeah, the sequel had
That-
to be
I guess that
after-
was my question
The
is-
sequel's after Infinity War 2.
I guess that was my question.
No,
is
Marvel owns. Okay, again, doesn't own, but Marvel has
Contract.
Spider-Man. They're not going to make a Sony movie with Spider-Man. Marvel has Spider-Man. That's kind of the
Yeah, but they have co-ownership.
They're in it
75-25.
together.
Yeah, Sony has pretty much all of it. I mean,
No, otherwise.
Sony can produce their own movie.
I don't know. I read somewhere
Sony
it was
cannot
something to
make
do
their
with
own
like
movie, dude. Remember when
one of them gets movie
remember when the
deal-
producers
movie
tried to
price.
say
I
that the
heard the
Black
other one
just
Cat
gets
or the
toys
Black,
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
production.
Silver Sable and
evens
Black
it out,
Cat thing?
basically.
No,
I just want to see
Spider-Man
Black
is
Cat
more.
get plowed by the spider dick.
Jesus.
Anybody else?
Why
no?
does he like?
No.
You just say something stupid, and then we all pause to admire your stupidity. Sometimes.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Well, I'm just saying what everybody's thinking.
Yeah, we
Do
all
not-
want to. Dude,
do
just
we-
watch the porn parody. I'm sure there's one.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be. I don't
Better-
want. I don't
Funny
want to
story.
feel.
Hey,
I
you
don't want
better
to
watch
regret
that.
after watching it. You
You better
know.
watch that before January 1st.
Oh my god,
Neutrality.
we'll get into that later. God,
That's great. No, but the Spider-Man porn parody. You know the Upside Down Kiss?
Yeah.
They did their version of that, but she's the one kissing, and it's not his mouth. She's sucking his dick. Like he like webs down as Spider-Man, and she just gives him a beach.
that's hilarious. That's actually really creative. I'm not gonna lie.
Right? You think the superhero genre and mainstream movies is huge? Porn parodies are gigantic in the porn industry.
It's true.
You can't. They're all over the place.
I actually watched the
Holy
full
crap.
full length versions
Yes,
of those.
if you get a role at a porn
I watched the
parody, like,
storyline.
that's when you know you made it.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Actually, don't a lot of actors start there and then move into actual feature films?
oh yeah.
You get a lot of crew members that start in porn.
I don't know any of that
Because you can make, I mean, in a couple of months, you can make like 500 movies.
I would say I've
Because
heard a
porn,
lot of,
you just-
like-
it's high turnaround.
Producers and even some like
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the editing
Stallone-
value doesn't have to be great.
Stallone was
Yeah, technically, only
yeah.
has to be like 5.
No, but I mean,
shots.
like I meant like also like actual movie producers started
sure.
filming.
I mean, they're all in the same place. They're all in California. So
Film is a film.
You ever watch
you got to know how to shoot it.
Boogie Nights?
Huh?
Boogie Nights with Dirk Diggler?
There's very little crossover
They
acting wise
redefine
because
the whole porno
nobody wants to see a porn star in a real
demographic.
movie. Like, well, she's just there to take her top off.
Holy crap! Riley Reid is Black Widow.
There's got to be one that's actually become mainstream.
What is it with you and Tommy and Riley Reid, man?
See, she wouldn't. I'm going to tell you right now.
offensive. She
wouldn't-
doesn't know
She
you.
wouldn't make a good Black Widow because her tits aren't big enough.
That's a good point.
That's the beauty of these porn parodies is they're just like a comic book because they have a bunch of
Yes.
fake tits, so it looks like the comic book.
Exactly.
As pervy as I just sounded.
Okay, let's get back on track.
Yeah. Anyway, so
You got
Marvel-
Axel Braun coming in looking like a fucking comic book superhero.
Yes, that's the one.
He said an actual Bronco.
No, he said
Axel Braun. An actual Bronco.
like a horse directed this movie. Saddle up, partner.
Have you actually seen chicks getting plowed by horse dick?
Jesus Christ.
Have you?
No, I was on Twitter a little while ago, and I'm scrolling through, and I see this headline.
A horse dick story.
I saw this thing where it's like horse fetish, real thing, and then like you click on the link, and it's fucking horse porn, where she literally grabs the horse cock, puts it up in her butthole, and fucking strokes it off inside her.
What are you watching?
How much of this did you watch?
I literally watched the whole thing because it's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
We
You're just
will,
like,
right?
We will. I want to tell you right now that net neutrality is going to help you out big time, buddy. You won't be looking at that shit anymore.
I just watch stuff because I'm like, how is that a thing?
I don't care about the horse cock.
Why is that real?
Just let's
Title of
move
the
on.
episode: Horse Dicks. So yeah, pretty much all of Marvel is owned by Disney now. So you're getting your X-Men in there. You get your Fantastic. I'm with Gomez on this when we were talking about this earlier. I want to see a good Fantastic Four movie, and I think they can do that.
The last
Yes.
one could have been good, but then I felt like I think you were the one that said it. We skipped from the first act to the third act all.
No, there was no third act.
There was no third act. It
something
literally
like
was
that.
like
No,
this
it
big
jumps.
climax,
Yeah.
this fucking like huge thing, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
You can tell.
It literally was, hey, you're in a new dimension. Hey, fuck this thing up.
Well,
You
I
can
feel
tell
like
there was a lot more movie, and they cut it to shreds.
well that, or I felt like they're like, oh shit, we're almost out of money. Let's just end it now.
Well, it's the studio wanted something,
And-
the director wanted something else. They clash. Like the good parts of that movie are
Were
all
good.
Joshua Trunk because
Well, and the good parts of that
he
movie.
made Chronicle, so he knows what he's doing.
and I
but the
couldn't get
good
over
part
the
of those
fact.
movies were good, or that movie were good.
Yeah, they're okay. I was gonna hate that movie from the jump.
They were
to
the
be honest
best.
with
So
you.
it was the best
well,
one
I mean,
so far.
he did hate that movie from the jump.
It's because I just didn't. I don't care about the Fantastic Four.
Oh, great.
I couldn't get over the very fucking last like line of the fucking movie. It's fantastic. What, say that again. It's fantastic.
Dude, that's the same thing that the original did. The movie did with the 4 and the fire. Like, we get it.
Yeah, but he was establishing it for everyone else, but it wasn't like a fucking cheesy pun of, yeah, it's fantastic. Now we're gonna call ourselves Fantastic Four. He was already been like,
Right,
hey, we're
Boston,
a circus act.
Was it supposed to be the thing? Was that the
That was my thing.
thing?
Yeah, that's my thing. No, because Johnny doing it is because he's a hothead. He's a fuckface. He's trying to do it for the thrill, and he's making them a fucking carnival
he's
circus act type thing.
flamboyant in
And-
some ways.
Yeah,
Flamboyant.
that's why I said hothead.
funny.
All right.
You're funny. That's
But
why
I mean,
you're
he was
here.
trying to make it
get it.
to where they were basically wearing, circus costumes to draw attention to
I don't
themselves.
think any. Well, all three of those movies, none of them were like. I mean, the first one's okay.
The first one is good for its time. Like, it's
The
Yeah,
second one
that's
is
fair.
wow.
yeah.
Silver Surfer,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, Silver Surfer
They
was-
doubled down on the cheesiness in the second
Yes,
one.
and that's why we did not get a trilogy. But
And you can make a cheesy throwback to Fantastic
Question:
Four, just not
wait,
that.
was
fucking,
the villain, the big villain in the second Fantastic Four,
Was the same as the first
it was still Doctor.
It was still Dr. Doom.
But this time he somehow gained the powers.
No, the Silver Surfer was running away from some world-ending.
No,
thing.
he was destroying worlds for Galactus.
which
Okay.
is the Doctor.
Gomez right here, listen to him. This is the problem with the reason that movie failed.
Yeah, because you didn't know what the fuck was going
No,
on.
we can
no, this is a
understand-
side point, but
You didn't get the motivations.
no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Who's the villain?
Shut the fuck up! Isn't that the same thing
Keep
that's,
interrupting each other.
that's in Doctor Strange? Is that the same villain that's in Doctor Strange?
No, it's not.
I thought they were the same
Thank
thing.
you, Jake, for answering that.
What are you talking about?
Isn't Galactus?
Dormammu?
Oh yeah.
Dormammu is his own-
Galactus and Doom.
Galactus and Dormammu are two different characters altogether.
They
Dormammu's a villain. He's a demon.
Dormammu is magic. Galactus is the dude that destroys planets.
But again, we're not blaming you. We're blaming the writing.
No, I'm blaming you. Read a fucking comic book. No.
I literally have the three of you for that.
So I mean, that to me is the
Fair
biggest.
point.
That's the biggest thing out of this. Is like
That's
X
the name of this
Men.
episode. Fair point.
Fair point. X Men. I don't know. We were talking about this. I don't like X Men doing this. They just feel too different to work together.
Yeah,
I just feel like
would
there's
agree
too
with
much
that.
X-Men.
I also don't really know what's going on with X-Men anymore. I feel like we're just my only issue with X-Men sometimes is I feel like we just jump through all these time frame or like time settings, and so it gets really confusing at times. As someone who doesn't read the comics,
Looking at
Well, that's what they did with
Rotten
fucking,
Tomato
what was it,
scores,
Apocalypse. Like,
looking at Rotten Tomato scores, and as general audience scores, what is the best Fox superhero movie?
Logan.
well, yeah,
I'd say
Oh,
Logan.
damn it.
Other
easily
than Logan.
Okay, yeah, other than Logan,
What is-
because
what is
that
it?
one was just that movie
Deadpool.
was well, okay, other than
Yeah.
Deadpool, which
No, and
That's not really. I mean,
And that's
it's
the
in that
point.
universe, but it's not really an X.
The whole point is the fact that Deadpool had literally no ties to the studio, with the exception of
it was made by
it
Marvel.
had a tie, like one tie.
We'll have the X Mansion and a couple characters. That's it.
Yep. Like
they
they were.
like how he showed up on the doorstep of the
So,
school.
yeah,
It's just like,
So it does kind of scare me, the fact that Marvel does have this
I'm
power to it, but
hoping
Fox has been so unrestricted.
Yeah,
To the
they've
point.
gotten too involved. Yeah, and
But here's what I will say.
Well, yeah, they're like, hey, so original. Yeah, I just interrupted you.
Disney is good at making money, right? They know how to make money.
yeah, well, and then they're not. I don't think they're going to affect anything.
And they
as long
do
as
know
make
how to
money.
make good movies.
So what
we
I'm saying
can't deny
is,
that.
since
Sure.
they've agreed to make Deadpool, let it stay rated R,
Yes, they have.
that they'll realize that they just need to let Deadpool be. They
Yeah.
can't.
Well, that's what Fox did because Fox was like, we don't care if it fails.
Actually, that is one of my biggest concerns.
That's mine.
because
When I found that
They
out.
have said that, but that
Deadpool's
means
raunchy
that-
for a Disney movie.
Yes, it is. And what kind of excites me and scares me at the same time, like that gives us an aspect that if Disney will let that happen, we can actually get all of our characters that need to be R-rated that are Marvel
I would agree with that.
in this.
Is if Disney can separate their family theme from what they have going on. To,
So okay, so I don't know how the sequel works with the new deal. I don't.
well, it's already filmed, isn't
You're
it?
watching me because I'm like trying to nothing.
Isn't it already
It's me
filmed?
being
Yeah, it's already filmed, but I mean, I don't know if they still have to release it if they can.
Oh, they would not. They wouldn't.
Go ahead, dude. Fucking drink.
no. I was open the can.
Fucking drink, dude. But now we can get a Moon Knight, and you don't
I don't know
understand
who the
Moon Knight,
Moon
but
Knight is.
What? I know who Moon Knight is. Why'd you look at me?
no, I pointed at you because you knew, and I looked at Gomez.
I don't know who.
That
Moon
made
Knight
no
is.
sense. Oh, whatever. I get what you're going at, but for a second it looked like you don't know who Moon Knight is. Like, yes, I do.
You don't know who Moon Knight is.
Fucking check my nerd cred.
Do you know who Moon Knight
Imagine Daredevil, Punisher, and Batman all combined together.
Yeah, and schizophrenia.
Oh yeah, and schizophrenia, because Marvel has to give their villain or their heroes mental illnesses.
I don't know. I kind of on the same
So
boat where it's
what
like
you're saying is, at some point, Spider-Man's going to have autism because he's technically a genius.
Sure.
I'm just saying, like
my
that's,
question
that's
is
how
who's
they
going
get
to be
away
in charge
with shit
of
like
this
that.
now? But who's going to be in charge? Is it going to be 20th Century Fox, a division of Disney? Like, are they going to take the
20th Century
same
Disney.
people that worked on these movies and put them in Disney, or are they just going to put it in
that's
Marvel?
the question.
They're going to change
Yeah,
it
that's what
to
it comes with,
20th
dude. Like,
Century
we
Fox
just-
of the Hound.
But here's okay. Think about it this
If
way. though.
Marvel owns them, no. Marvel's going to give a whole new creative team. I apologize.
Well, think about it just like any other company that mergers, depending on the situation. Like, I know this is entirely unrelated, but like, Bass Pro just bought out Cabela's. They're still keeping a lot of the Cabela's like warehouses, Cabela's manufacturing, the Cabela's brand. Cabela's is handling a lot of it still in house with a lot of oversight by Bass Pro. Or like for Luke now works for
Okay.
Nabisco.
And that's actually a really good point.
Nabisco owns like 80 different products, but they're still handled by subsidiaries of like the
It's actually a good point because when Disney took over Marvel, they let Marvel do pretty much whatever they want to do with the comics, which is why you have dark Disney comics still. But their movies are pretty much
vanilla,
PG-13.
family
rated.
oriented.
Yeah,
Okay?
sure. And like I was talking earlier, any of the issues that Marvel Studios has, it's not been by Disney. It's been
a super hard, edgy PG-13 movie.
you get a lot.
But you could not make a PG-13 Deadpool.
You
The
absolutely
only thing
could because we almost
guy
got that.
back would be the
I don't
F
think you
word.
could have. I don't think it would have worked.
Ryan Reynolds already said he wouldn't have signed on for it if it was
The only thing they wouldn't have done
Ryan
as much
Reynolds
of was the F
signed
word.
on for Wolverine Origins because he didn't want anybody else to play Deadpool. He would have signed on for anything if it meant
enough.
that he could play Deadpool.
I don't. We would. Here's the problem with a PG-13
Weapon X.
Deadpool is it would have just gotten. If you look at Deadpool by itself and slap a PG-13 on it, it's a generic movie. It's funny, very funny, but
Yeah.
it's a generic action movie, and you're not going to make money.
Yeah.
Slapping that R rating on it, it's like, ooh, this is something new and different for a superhero
But it
movie.
I agree with that.
But
And it was
different.
but people wouldn't have seen that if it was PG-13. They would just be like, another one.
Yes, I agree. That's what
Well,
I'm saying. It's
and you have to give a hand out to the marketing team. Can we at least give them a quick?
Yes. Clap, clap.
Their
Yeah.
marketing team.
oh man, yeah. They marketed it as a love story for a while.
I know.
That's hilarious too. It's like
It really is
Because
a
it
love
was released
story.
on Valentine's Day,
It really is a love story.
and that actually is.
He cares about her a lot. She's the whole.
which is
plot
funny.
device
Which
of
is
the
funny
movie.
up until he
Again,
starts
it
getting
also
pegged.
had to deal with the fact of its release date. Valentine's Day.
Nope.
You don't release superhero movies on Valentine's Day, and then you release that. Marketing as
Marvel,
They hyped that. Their marketing team did that movie right.
Marvel kind of started that anyway, and then Deadpool took it to another level. Usually, you got these big, dumb, loud action like superhero movies in the summer. That's it. Now you're getting them all throughout the year, and Marvel started to do that a little bit, and then Deadpool kind of took it to the next level. Like you said, you don't release that on Valentine's Day. That never happens.
Yeah.
And now fucking Black Panther's coming out on around Valentine's
February
Day.
18th.
Actually, did not know that.
Yeah. But it's coming around that time, too. And you're seeing November had 2 superhero movies in it.
September, I think, had one too. Didn't know.
I just
July-
wish
it
that
was-
they would cut ties with Michael B.
Does Luke
Jordan.
die? Just tell me. Just tell me.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Just tell me. Does
No,
Luke
because
die?
you're going to hate it, and you're
Adam,
not. No, I'm
you,
not gonna- I'm not
Adam,
spoiling the
you
movie
cannot.
I need to know.
Look at that.
I know. He
Ridiculous.
literally leaned into the microphone.
Yeah, I
to
know.
yell.
If you're going to scream back here.
He dies, doesn't he?
I'm a little worried. Like,
Yep.
so Fox keep. So which really
See it?
the funniest thing about all of this is Disney didn't take Fox News, which makes a lot of sense.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
But because this would have been, I feel like this would have caught them up in a big.
I would just
musical.
love to go see the Alex Jones part of fucking Disneyland.
Well, I'm.
Welcome to Fox News.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh, dodge that. Those are false flags. And then it's like fucking Where's Waldo? Point out the crisis actor. But so yeah, they're not keeping Fox News and they're not keeping Fox Sports. Fox Sports and Fox News are still their own
It's the
thing.
same brunette that's been in all 5.
Look, it's all the same. See, get it? That's how you beat the game.
It's the same girl.
Hey, I'm not bragging, but this is a great fucking theme park. Excuse me.
I was working out.
So yeah,
again.
I think that's interesting too because if they get Fox Sports, that's their only competition, and they can't do that. I think that was a legal thing where they could not claim Fox Sports because they have ESPN,
Yeah, you can't have a monopoly on certain things.
and I guess they would have a monopoly on news. I don't know how that would work. Why they didn't take Fox News? Other
They
than
also might not have wanted it because it's
This-
a political stance.
exactly because they have they're very liberal, and,
Right. So
you
that's
know,
what I mean.
Fox News is very
Like, Disney
conservative.
might not have wanted to touch that because then you could potentially alienate half your.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, or-
yeah. Disney.
So in other words, is we should apply for corporate jobs at Disney to make the money.
Pretty soon they're gonna just buy everything. They're moving out of entertainment. And they're
Just
gonna
because I'm actually getting into investment right now, right now would be a very good time to buy stock, no matter how much money, into Disney.
Why?
Because it's going to keep going up.
Or it could not move at all.
And then that's why you sell it.
If it doesn't move, you didn't. You just,
Dude, it's already gonna move. This next 2 years is gonna move.
not what pattern do we have to show that it's going to move?
I would say it would.
The fact that they just bought Fox.
They just bought Fox,
Okay, the
but
fact they bought Fox and every single movie they make has broken the.
Well, not every single one.
I would. Yeah,
I know what you mean, and they make a lot of money.
they do. But I also, in that point, is
I mean, don't buy it and don't keep an eye on it.
what I'm
but-
just saying. No, but I'm just saying, like Google stock, I don't think it rapidly grows, and Google's constant.
I just invested $100 into Litecoin.
Oh my god!
Are you serious?
You
Yeah.
just got into the Bitcoin spinoff.
Yeah, the third
Couldn't
one.
even do it for Bitcoin.
No, because I can't afford Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin is a
Yeah.
$16,000.
I got that dang future money.
I really wish I would have invested
You know
in
what
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
Yeah, so do I.
I don't care to know.
Somebody fully explain to me what the fuck Bitcoin is, because I don't know
All
what
right,
it
so
is.
Nobody honestly knows what Bitcoin
I'm
is.
saying. That's what scares me about it.
it is
The
somehow
stuff you
a
do my career with virtual currency.
That's what I'm thinking of my point.
That's what I think.
It's literally an unregulated virtual currency that some places are starting to accept it, but a lot.
Even Buster's accepts Bitcoin.
But
And the fact is that scares me, but I'm not going to miss the opportunity to get on that train.
But that's what I'm saying. If I don't, if,
So I have
no,
$100
if it's
in
not
Litecoin.
fully,
but here's the thing,
A little bit.
Adam.
Oh yeah.
My only worry is that it is now exploding at an exponential rate. Bitcoin is.
Well, Bitcoin is, and that's why I'm going to Litecoin.
Right. So here's what I'm saying is though,
sorry, this is like. Could you be a little bit more obvious? How you couldn't think of another fun name for your currency ripoff? Like
You don't talk to me about this one, all right?
light change.
how many coins did that get you, Adam?
Come on.
$1 at
I would call it
Litecoin
pocket
gives
change,
me
right?
$43, or $1 in actual gives me 43 in Litecoin.
Branches off into virtual.
So it's not a lot of money,
Oh, but that's how Bitcoin.
So it's
started.
literally what you pay,
But
what you do to get like fucking gear,
Yes.
new sneakers for your fucking virtual.
Okay, yeah,
Your avatar.
it literally is video game currency.
Fuck. In real life.
And people are fucking using this as real shit.
They're trying to. It's starting to. But here's the thing: the reason it's
And
so
this
big.
is why it actually.
So is it actually linked to my career on 2K to where I can fucking be a god?
You
and
shut the fuck up
Fucking
with
start
your-
making money and like start using that to buy like fucking shit.
Are you gonna get the new one for Christmas?
I hope so.
But anyway,
I asked for it.
Here's the thing: is we are. I would.
I
hazard
heard it
a
was
guess
shit.
that we are within a few months of the government trying to regulate Bitcoin. That's what makes Bitcoin so appealing. Is that it's unregulated.
Oh yeah,
Does
especially.
not make that appealing to me. That scares the fuck out of me.
Well, no, but that makes it appealing to everyone else who's like, "Fuck big government. Here's an easy way for me to make money."
You could get, look. Here's the thing.
There is no way that that doesn't happen because there's no way that after net neutrality with the FCC that doesn't happen.
Well, not just
gonna be
that,
regulated.
There's going to be a department
but Bitcoin. No,
of fictional currency.
but I mean,
the Treasury?
Nobody bothered to mess with Bitcoin because it wasn't. Yes, it would be under the Treasury Department.
But we
anyway,
probably have like a. Yeah.
Bitcoin's my guess is that Bitcoin's going to collapse. Granted, I don't know anything about economics, but I would say Bitcoin collapses because it is literally an
think it's a
unregulated
flash of-
virtual currency that has
flash in the pan.
exploded in the last few months, and the government's be like, "All right,
It's only a virtual currency because we're spending money that doesn't
Habitual?
exist to make it an actual currency.
There's
we're
no-
spending money that we've earned that we put into an
just
account.
Where's the
2K16,
backing for
man.
this?
I'm gonna go fucking
Where's the
make some
backing?
money.
What do you mean the backing?
Okay, so every U.S. dollar that's made is
Dude, I'm a
backed
starter,
by
30-year starter.
the-
I'm gonna fucking make so much money.
Okay,
Guys.
do you guys understand how currency works? Every
Yes, I know how money works.
Okay, every dollar that every ounce of currency that is produced.
Do you
by
guys
the-
realize that you sound like you're you guys are stoned assholes and Gomez and I are trying to have a conversation about currency?
Well,
anyway.
every bit of currency that the U.S. government produces is backed by the U.S. Mint.
Yeah, of
we
course.
Have rare precious minerals that back
field trip.
every bit of money.
Okay.
Where's the backing in Bitcoin? You now have $1 of Litecoins and somehow have 43. What is the exchange rate?
Okay, you don't have to. You're not looking at exchange rates. You're looking at the actual fact that you have to have a coin purse, a virtual coin purse.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you guys have weed, can you go just do it so we can have like
it was
5
empty.
minutes?
They already-
No,
they already did
you
it.
guys are clearly having a conversation, so you can have your conversation. I don't know anything about this.
All I'm saying is we are minutes away from the government rolling in and be like, all right, this Bitcoin thing is nonsense.
Well, they'd be stupid not to try to regulate it.
I mean, it's not taxable. It can't be touched. That's
they're
what
either going to
started
make it illegal or they're going to try to tax it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's what we do with marijuana.
Right. I mean, and that's what's going to happen.
hope
And
so.
then when that happens, though, Bitcoin is going to crash.
Are you telling me the internet's going to crash?
Why? Wait. What's your argument with that? Why?
Because that's the appeal with Bitcoin is it's untaxable.
You think
It's-
because? I'm sorry.
I jumped to net neutrality. I'm
Okay,
Let's back right into.
I'm saying-
because I was like, what the fuck? How
Yeah,
does
sorry.
Bitcoin relate to
I
that?
skipped like 8
if
steps.
Bitcoin, all I'm saying is my personal thought is that if Bitcoin becomes regulated, its value will drop.
I'm gonna start dropping
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
coins.
Of course it is. Yeah, I completely
I
agree.
don't understand people like that. That
Threes
want
all
to get
day.
on this because it's not regulating government. I'm like, motherfucker, I want government regulation on a lot of things.
But because here's the thing, it's free, unlimited money.
I'm not a big government guy.
That's
but when
it's
it comes,
not real.
Yes,
Gomez.
exactly. Yes,
when
exactly.
it comes to money,
okay,
I want
yes.
the government to regulate it.
Okay, yes, libertarian. But okay, so the way I see it is, if I can jump on this and
It's not
throw
true. I've never even
$100
read a
and then
book.
get out on the right moment and make $500,
But so then you are literally okay. Not
I thought it was
you,
buy low, sell high.
You buy
high.
low, sell high. Yes. But
500
You
is
bought way too high.
No, he bought it dirt cheap. He bought $1 for 43 coins.
Yeah, dude, I
Adam-
bought it massively low.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Basically going, hey, here's $1.
I bought
and
it
then
the
you give
amount
him
that you pay rent.
Yeah. So Adam.
Sorry,
has,
that was too far. I
Adam
didn't
has
mean that.
$4,300 in Litecoin. So basically, what I'm saying is, what that becomes though is you're selling someone a fake ID. So you're literally scamming them out of money. You're like, oh hey, here's my Bitcoin or Litecoin value or Bitcoin value, whatever you want to say. For Bitcoin, it's $16,000. You give me $16,000. I only paid 15 cents for it.
Yeah.
So that's how it works.
I don't want to be that guy.
We'll skip it now.
But I don't know if you know how microphones work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very
I
far.
cranked your mic up all the way.
Well, fine.
I mean, but again, I'm massively paranoid about doing this as well. And
But it's
I've got
$100.
my mom watching it. I've
it's
got
also-
like,
She watched it?
I watched.
it's also
Like you said, wash.
it's also
My
only-
mom watched my Litecoin, dude.
One of these little Litecoins, and she watched it.
What is your mom? I'm surprised.
You ever
your
lose your
mother's
change in
letting
the
you-
dryer, man?
My mom is actually very for it, as long as she's involved in it, because she knows about Bitcoin. She thinks it's a really good idea, but she's watching it with.
How is her thoughts though? Like what? Like there's no real like. I don't know. I guess
My mom invests. Like, my mom invests a lot. Like, when I die, I have investment in Disneyland and Walmart, which is fucking awesome.
Wait,
But I don't get access to it until she dies.
just kill her. No, don't kill your mom.
But yeah. So
We'll
the
kill
only
her.
reason I
We'll
guess
kill
she-
her after we go play a quick game of 2K and make some fucking bank.
Dude, it's not related to your 2K My Player.
It doesn't go through PS4, man.
That's good because I got Xbox.
What the fuck? Okay.
Anyway, moving on.
Do we
thinking
want to talk
about
about net neutrality? I'm cool with it.
I just don't care. I mean, I do.
I don't care either.
I do, but I don't.
Both of you should.
Potentially no more free porn.
You realize
Okay,
that
again,
these
okay,
ISPs
you're
are
not wrong, but that is potentially. The problem is liberals are
Oh my
freaking out.
God.
Oh,
Nah, man.
Oh my god.
Porn's too
Adam,
much of a
you are-
moneymaker.
Wait, you are against net neutrality.
No, I am absolutely for net neutrality. Thank you. I'm absolutely for net
So
neutrality.
then, how do the liberals come into this?
Because the liberals
they
are
out-
freaking out
I'm freaking
for
out.
what is potentially
Yes.
10 years.
Why 10 years? Where did you get that number?
I literally pulled it out of my ass. That's
Yes,
the point.
okay.
I'm not like research for
It's
this.
got to go through Congress.
Because you're pulling-
It's got to get passed by the Senate.
All right, fine.
takes a
Do
while.
you want to have a debate about
Adam, can you do it?
Yes,
The
please.
call
Let's
fashion?
debate.
if you're going to be the liberal? Yes.
I'm not
let's
a
think of
liberal.
these levels.
All right, Jake.
your mic down.
Jake, you're the moderator here.
I guess. Look at how
God.
moderate.
Damn, this is awful, dude.
No, I don't want to. I don't necessarily want to have a debate. I just want to have a discussion about it
Right.
because I'm not worried about it because you and I had this conversation.
Yeah.
We know how fucking slow government works.
Right. Well, that's why I said it's already been repealed technically by the FCC vote.
Okay.
But it's been already it's going to be tied up in legal court battles because there's already been several lawsuits filed against it, making the ruling unconstitutional.
And the fact that Congress does have to vote. Now,
Yep.
again, it needs to be established.
But the Republicans have it 42-59.
Thank you. Thank you for. Are you ventriloquist? Am I a ventriloquist?
Did you say that
Can
number?
I?
I actually didn't think you finished it.
No, but I was gonna finish it, but
This is why I didn't want to do this debate.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway.
These guys get too snippy at each other.
He gets snippy.
Yay!
I don't want
watch
to point.
that.
I don't want to point fingers, but
I rebut.
no, he might get snippy at you, but you're still a condescending prick. Don't act
How?
like you're
How
not.
am I being condescending?
Just condescended prick to me.
Anyway.
Mom watched his Litecoins.
All right, Adam, make your point, and then we'll talk
You're
about
talking shit.
Yeah.
it. Adam, make your point, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay. Look,
You sound like it. I don't think you mean it, but you sound like it.
the problem is we actually agree. Okay. Now the whole thing is where I'm kind of feeling weird is libertarians. Libertarians' minds are fucking splitting in half because libertarians believe in two things: freedom
Library cards
and the free market. All right.
Tax theft.
Well, that too. Yes. And because they believe in freedom, they're for net neutrality. Because they believe in the free market, they are against net neutrality.
I mean, I technically have a free market.
Correct.
I get cookies and
so
crackers for
libertarians
free.
are split in half right now, and that's I'm involved in a lot of libertarian pages. I mean,
Of course.
I don't even try to claim I'm libertarian anymore.
All right. Here's
yeah. Well, I
that
mean,
part is getting-
you're more liberal than you are libertarian.
here is
I
my
hate SJWs, so I feel like I'm a little bit more conservative in that aspect.
Well,
I
everybody.
like liberalism to a certain degree.
but you also hate people like
Here-
your uncle.
Adam,
so.
Adam, here's my counter to the
just hate
free
streams.
market idea. How many major telecom companies are there?
At least 4.
Like
like Comcast, Time Warner.
So we're talking 10 or less.
There's a couple,
Okay.
there's a couple
Right.
other ones.
10 or less. So they probably provide, we'll say 90%, maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm just making shit up.
Okay.
But
I'll hear you out. I already have you beat. Guys, can you at least pretend like you're
listening?
How is really when we have such a like few people running an idea like this, how has the free market really worked out so far? Because they can
the whole
us.
aspect of the free market is the Olympics. The winners succeed.
Right. So we are having the top elite companies of telecommunications running something when they can probably balance.
Can you tell me how many telecommunication companies there actually are?
I think
really
there's a handful.
There's a lot.
I can name 2 off the top of my head. That was Comcast.
Okay,
and
can you?
Time Warner.
Okay, can you tell me?
Verizon.
Yeah.
Can we have a number that actually
I don't
delves in
know.
more than
All right. So
5 states?
Fine. Let's look at it this way.
What?
So, all right. So let's say I like Google, right?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I like Google. Verizon owns Yahoo, right?
Yes.
Verizon is one of the largest supporters of the repeal of net neutrality, right? So let's say they work with the FCC, they donate a lot of money to their campaigns, they lobby, which is how politics works.
I already know where they're going with this, but I'm going to let you have it.
Adam, so what they can do in net neutrality is basically make.
Thank you for saying my name with no reference at all.
All I'm saying is, so what they can literally do is make my Google searches so dog shit slow, it's not worth it.
I'm sorry. Luke just flushed it.
I know. This is retarded.
No, it's not.
It is.
Gomes, I'm listening to you, man.
What? You want me to talk about a topic that I don't know about?
Because here's the thing. You and I had this conversation earlier about how you like to be educated now, right? You like to know what's going on. So this is something that's actually, especially with also your industry, your small radio show could actually be in a lot of jeopardy because
No, it won't.
Why?
If it's trying to reach other places than its reach.
But here's the thing. If you don't...
We don't care about that.
Okay, so
a radio station and a TV station will not give a fuck about net neutrality.
Just real quick.
Because they don't run off the internet.
Just real quick, I was playing devil's advocate here, but I'm 100% with Gomez.
It literally...
You guys need to understand that this shit won't happen. Because these people, if you think these ISPs, these big companies like Verizon, that is for it,
right,
or Comcast, you know what's going to happen? People are not going to pay for it.
They did before, and that was an issue. And
yeah, but did they do anything?
Yes.
Did they do anything when net neutrality laws were not in place?
But here's
nothing happened.
But here is the thing that
you
has
guys
happened.
are freaking out for no fucking reason.
But here's the thing that's happened in 2 years. Our internet, everything, our lives based on the internet has exploded exponentially with the use and integration of the internet and telecommunication. Yes, it will. It has the potential to. So why take away? Okay, do you
It's
know
gonna
how,
go back to like when you're in
That's
fifth
like
grade.
saying that this volcano won't erupt, but it will in a couple of years.
Okay, but like Lincoln, Nebraska,
Or a couple hundred
actually
years.
has.
Wait, what?
You're saying that these things could happen, but they probably won't. They could.
Okay, so this volcano might explode, but we're not going to take precautions because it probably won't.
That's not how.
That's literally like the global warming.
Well, that's the same
argument right
thing
there.
as saying we live in Nebraska. We might get hit with a tornado. We probably won't, but it could happen.
So
I'm just-
do you know we're literally constantly designing new advanced warming
But
systems.
your whole thing is you just said when you started talking about this was it's already considered not constitutional. Or
Okay,
No, people are trying
what if
to
I point
frame
that-
to say the ruling is unconstitutional.
Can I have the floor for a second? What if I point this in a new aspect?
You guys, I'm not talking down to me. I don't
No,
care.
we know,
I don't
but-
care about net neutrality.
And-
Have your fucking conversation.
Trilogy? Nice T,
Yeah, it's like
or nice G, by the way.
Washing.
You're so good. Bringing that back. Okay, so let me throw this into you.
You're getting unnecessarily mean to me, but whatever.
I'm not trying to be mean, but it's actually relevant to your field.
Just talk.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I honestly did not mean.
Just talk about it. Just talk about
Talk
it.
to him, not at him,
Oh, okay,
Gomez,
sorry.
okay? Otherwise,
Anyway.
you're going in the corner.
Hi, Jake.
The only reason I'm against or for net neutrality is because in the last few years we have seen a huge increase in our internet integration into our lives, and now small internet startup companies have no chance. So they were already taking away from the aspect of the free market because I can't go start a
You got
business.
companies like Allo that are coming out, and they're actually taking stuff away from.
The big, because I would go to Allo in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
1 gigabyte internet, way cheaper than the other places. Absolutely.
But just because this is happening, why wouldn't other companies do something and
do you mean?
build something up that way?
they're not big enough.
But that's what I'm saying. These big boys doing this shit is going to try to get people to lose an alternative route. I don't see why you don't see that.
The reason that is because they are so big already. Nobody can touch them.
If Verizon does this,
what are you going to do?
I'm gonna have to find a way to get out of my contract, but I'm not gonna.
They are going.
They made you sign a contract, dude. You can't get.
I
out
didn't
of that
sign it. I
contract.
could get out.
But
of it,
I'm saying, like, they're so big
it's
already.
not my plan.
They're so big already that they will just strongman you literally into whatever they want.
Just buy you out of your contract.
Who? I
If
mean,
you switch to Sprint, they'll buy you out.
Honestly, the problem is though, Allo can't afford, and Sprint is going to become. What do you think? Sprint? They're the middleman at this point. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree.
They're number 2.
but all I'm saying is that, like,
Marginally behind.
so
But they're number 2.
my example was, though, like, Verizon. If Verizon donates,
you
if
do it less,
Verizon
but-
donates money to FCC, or if Verizon donates money or pays for their Yahoo to be a primary search engine with these companies, I won't ever use Google because, like I said, it'll be dog shit slow, and I won't have a choice. I'll be strong armed into using it because I have to use the internet.
You will only be able to use Pornhub. You can never use
Again, I don't see how that's a
Red Tube.
I understand,
they're the
but
same
I also
thing.
don't see how
They're
it's as
literally
big of
the
an
same
issue as
thing.
people think
Okay,
it is.
but
Same people are on
think
the
about
same
it.
I
website.
understand what you're saying, and I understand that it can't. It's going to hurt
Gladly.
creators for sure.
Oh, I know.
If it happens, but I'm just saying, if there's enough grassroots movement,
trying to say, dude?
it's just not going to happen.
You're right. I am on the fence on whether it will actually go into effect with all this new shit going on.
Because look at if these companies are not stupid. And they're gonna see, and they already see the reaction that people have to it, and as you just saw, it got really heated for a little bit because I don't care about it. Because I do, but I don't. Because if these companies see what they've seen on the internet, they're gonna be like, "Well, nobody wants to use this product, even though we're a huge corporation. Why matter? You're making enough money doing as it is. Doing like Verizon. Sure, you could really fuck that up because everybody has Verizon.
No,
Sure,
but what I'm saying is, so like, let's say Comcast, they decide, you know what, we're gonna charge you an extra $5 a month to use Twitter, Facebook, whatever, and then
And I wouldn't get on social media no more.
you wouldn't.
No.
Do you know how many people would pay for that?
Stupid people.
I don't think
Exactly.
that would even happen because those companies will not allow it.
That doesn't matter. It's you are using Comcast to access your internet. So now you have to pay Comcast to access.
So I'll pay for
those.
comment.
I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying.
I'm
Right.
saying that if they go this whole pay per whatever, if I have to pay for porn, I'll probably pay for porn. Let's be honest.
I'm just saying. There's
It's just another streaming app that I gotta pay $10
you know,
for.
I'm very, very, right wing. I'm very, all for like
So
private
you use your
industry.
hand.
But this is just one
You ever switched
situation where the playing field isn't fair, and that's the whole thing about, like, to me about
You little stranger danger.
Shut up.
that's the whole thing to me about, like, free market is that everyone actually has a fair chance, and that's what net neutrality did.
Yeah, sure. And it can hurt innovation. I'm not arguing that, but I'm just thinking the way that government moves and the way that these
You're
big
right.
corporations
It will be
I don't even
dragged
think we'll
out.
see anything.
It'll drag out, but that whole creative thing, that should bother you. You are someone who is a creator in a sense, and
Yeah, but why didn't we talk? Why wasn't it a big deal 3 years ago? Why wasn't it a big deal when these Obama administration laws weren't in place?
because it
Because it was a big deal because our administrative FCC wasn't appointed by Obama, it was appointed by Trump. That's why it's a big deal now, is because Ajit
Basically, yeah.
was appointed by
Trump, and now
Yeah,
and
that's
Republicans.
literally his name,
He's a
dude.
fucking nerd. I'll tell you that right now.
And now Republicans actually run the FCC 3-2.
Again, we talked about this too. Look at healthcare. Look at the tax plan. The Republicans
look
have
how-
everything and nothing can get taken care of.
And because it's fucked, they can't produce a good bill. I
Yeah,
have no
exactly.
problem
That's my
admitting
point
that.
with net neutrality. It's all fucked.
But no, with net neutrality, there's no new bill.
it still has to go to Congress.
No, you're right, but there's
The
no
vote
new.
still has to go there.
Right, the vote has
Yes. So if it's 3-2 in Congress, who makes the deciding vote?
to vice president.
And guess who he's going to side with?
Who cares? They're all gonna grab each other and get kicked out anyway.
Right. But I mean, all I'm saying is, like, granted, they're 52-49, so it's actually pretty close. But I don't know. Net neutrality is a bad deal.
Well, I mean,
Or-
what is there to do? There's nothing to do. I'm sorry. If you think you as a citizen can make a difference, you fucking can.
Yes,
dude.
you absolutely can.
You can call your senators all you want. You know what they're gonna do? Yeah, we'll get on to that.
No. They will. Money is not.
I don't care, dude. Nebraska's gonna vote party lines. Iowa is gonna vote party lines.
Iowa.
Are you fucking
Hello,
insane?
Okay.
Party lines.
Stop.
This is party
All
lines.
Jake,
Nebraska
what are
does is
you-
vote party lines.
Actually, that's not true.
Okay, Jake,
Omaha swung blue last year.
First off, you make
This
fun
is
of
party
us for
line.
getting too
Thanks for
involved,
calling
dude. You
party
just
line.
freaked
You're
out.
on
I
party
think
line.
you guys think too highly of the state. They always vote party lines.
Except our Omaha, our largest district, just voted blue.
Doesn't give a fucking.
We voted for
doesn't-
Trump's.
That's because
There's a reason that Iowa's a swing state. I'll give you Nebraska because we can't
it's
do.
It's actually a little bit more blue.
Okay, thank you.
but
Okay, I'm out.
Omaha are
race. It was red.
no, except for Omaha, our largest voting district in the entire state.
Do you know
went
how
blue.
small Nebraska is in this whole
I'm
grand
just
scheme of
saying,
things?
but that's
Yeah, we don't even get a chance to vote for our primary candidate until it's too late.
not the point I'm making.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My point
well,
is
I was
that
on
it,
Jake's point.
it
That's-
doesn't matter what you do.
Yes, it does. If enough
Doesn't
people write to
matter
those
what you say
senators,
or what you do.
they are more worried about getting reelected than.
Let me make a phone call to the recently elected Alabama Senator Doug Jones.
What is your point to that?
My point is the fact that it actually does matter for the citizens because the citizens came
In the
out on top.
vote, it fucking matters, but we don't vote on net neutrality. We have no stake in it unless you actually have.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
have-
you're right. I see what you're saying. My bad. I didn't understand.
But if I wrote to my senator. I mean, granted, it was
Did you get a response?
Yeah, and that worked out.
No, I mean,
Exactly.
it hasn't.
Hey,
It hasn't
every
gone to
single
the
time
Senate.
that I voted to Gary, I got a response from the intern. Okay.
I got an email for sure.
But
Damn it, Gary.
well, I mean, my senator hasn't voted on the issue yet. You know, and you can literally.
well, yeah, he's not in the FCC.
Right. I don't know. It's like Adam's thing is talking about free market. Like, and I said to you, my thing is that net neutrality allows for the free market.
Sure, but my response to all this is it's a slow moving process.
You are
the government's
right,
going
right.
to take too long to do it. We're going to be fine.
Well,
and
Again,
even if this does happen, then the only way this could get changed is if it's an election where we decide and one candidate says, I am for net neutrality. That's really the only way you're going to have an impact in this.
Right.
Because they don't give up. And they're public servants, but they really don't give a fuck about
okay,
you.
but I would also like to throw out some like presidential election demographics. So I believe, I don't know the exact number, but there was actually a pretty large majority of people who are registered Democrats and didn't vote. And
that was funny.
and didn't vote. And so if they would have voted, there could have been a huge swing in the electoral college, and even more so in the popular vote than there already was. So it does make a difference. Every vote does matter. And it's that mindset that keeps issues from being changed.
well, it's also the politics in general.
Right. They are run by the big boys.
They're run by corrupt people that only vote for their party. And there was a change in Alabama.
Which is good.
I mean, it takes somebody to fucking touch kids to make a difference, but I guess we got something, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just hard because as somebody who I consider right wing or Republican for myself, it's been hard to see some big discrepancies that I'm starting to have with the party. The party
The Republican Party is dog shit.
it really is. It's lost.
And
its
so
way.
is the Democratic Party. Like, both parties are terrible.
Democrats doing all right, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's still.
Leadership, though.
No, there's no. You got Bernie.
Wow, yeah. You just called me out, yeah. I mean, think of a single one.
You got Bernie, and you've
Bernie has no leader.
He has no.
Bernie is the fucking socialist rebel.
Okay, fine. Let me rephrase. You have Bernie, who he has no party leadership, but
Talking about people who actually
act-
stand out in the Democratic Party.
No, yeah, I was
he's
actually.
got social leadership. Sorry,
but I'm just saying that. Say what you want about how bad the Republican Party is, with how the party is getting worse and worse. If they stick together though, they're very loyal to each other.
That's how they got Roy Moore.
If they say, "Oh wait, we're sticking behind the child molester," fuck it, we're sticking behind the child molester. Let's go. We're Democrats. Al Franken does the shit that he does, whether he did it or not, whatever. Democrats did the right thing. And we're like, he needs to go. He needs to get out of there. But Republicans, or most of them would be like, fuck it. Who cares? You know, like, I'm not, that's a shitty example, but, you know.
This party lost my respect for Paul Ryan, I'll be honest.
Fucking Paul Ryan. Don't get me started on that.
I know, you have a huge man crush on Paul Ryan, but
You get so hard in taking money from me.
Because
the stink when you fucking go from upstairs back into the garage.
The farts.
you guys have been hotboxing the garage with your farts for the last 3 hours.
oh god.
You don't know me.
You're not safe.
Did you let a fresh one?
No.
I just
Well, I was peeing.
oh fuck.
But
That, I don't know. Yeah, it's...
like,
Like I was talking to Tommy, though. I'm just kind of sick of politics getting
too.
all over my life.
well, the whole thing is
Can't even
like,
watch football now
so,
without
like-
politics in it.
But the problem is politics does take over all your life, dude.
what time?
But why do sports exist? Why does entertainment exist?
To get you away from
Escapism.
politics.
Exactly, and they're getting in both.
But
It's ruining my escapism, is what I'm saying.
it's been really hard for me to, like, this whole semester I learned about politics and, like, mostly, I mean, ideally related to healthcare.
Night game.
Ooh.
7:30.
But it's been really hard to watch this whole healthcare bill, because while I still don't really like Obamacare, it does a lot of good things for people that need it.
It's never going to...
So okay, so
don't
just
know
so
much about
everyone
healthcare,
knows,
but
I actually have to apply for Obamacare, just because my insurance goes out in January, and most.
Shouldn't have gone out sooner? Oh, no, you have a different one. Never mind.
Yeah, I recently just.
Whoa. Did you do that? Okay, good job.
Recently, just applied back for it right before I was told that my job would no longer exist. I was laid off. Blah blah.
Boo,
Okay.
your needs.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. But anyway, so I'm actually seeing a side where Obamacare actually needs to exist. Okay, so let's say that I actually get a job that's gonna give me health care. Most jobs require you to be with them for 90 days before you actually get health care.
Yep.
So I'm seeing a side that Obamacare actually needs to exist, or
No, dude.
socialist health care needs to exist.
This is the thing. There's a lot more socialist programs in our country than people like to admit.
Yeah, you're not
The
wrong.
fair deal.
We are a
Was it
democracy.
fair deal or square deal? Fair deal that
Fair deal.
FDR invented. That's socialist.
Hey,
The art of the deal,
random weird question for all of you. Can anybody tell me what the third, fifth compromise is?
The third, fifth.
Besides you.
Fine. The 3/5 compromise?
Thank you.
3/5 compromise. That sounds a little.
Thank you. I'm a little buzzed.
You had 2 beers.
He doesn't drink that much anymore.
Here.
Oh.
Okay, anybody tell me what the three-fifths compromise is?
No.
I've
I
heard
know.
of it. I took history.
Gomez
It has to do with slavery.
I took government.
has
once.
nothing to do with slavery.
No.
I mean, I guess like 2%, maybe.
What? Yes, it does.
It
2%
literally
of
made
America's
slaves
history
count
has
as
to do with,
3/1 of a voting person.
I'm literally thinking. Wait, what do you think? Okay, go on, Gomez.
No, it's literally what it is.
No, what did you think it was?
I want to know what Gomez thinks.
Let's
of it.
Google the 3/5
I'm pretty
compromise.
like 90% sure that a slave counts
Yeah,
as
right. That's what my
counts as 3/5 of a
That's
person.
what I thought.
Do you literally think with the three?
That's what.
That's literally what
Yeah.
happened. Look it up.
I am.
And
You look it up because I don't trust him. He's gonna find it on like crack.com.
R. Kelly's gonna give you play some R. Kelly while we look for
Oh,
it.
God damn it! I've told so many people wrong information.
How did you think that was what
I thought the three-fifths compromise was the compromise that Jefferson signed in to give us 3/5 of America from France.
That was
Louisiana
the
Purchase.
The Louisiana.
The Louisiana Purchase. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
How did you think
Lewis and Clark. We have the Lewis and Clark exhibit. You pass it on the way to your dad's house. How do you fucking not know this? The goddamn Louisiana Purchase.
you were so fucking confident? He was so, I was just like
All right,
Gomez,
so
go ahead. I'm gonna listen to this.
yeah, let Gomez have his moment. He deserves this. I let down.
shut up.
Yeah, I
I-
let down a lot of people.
I
shut up.
I really
Fair
don't.
point.
I really don't think I need to say anything to that.
The best
Luke's.
God, I'm so happy we got that recorded. I'm so happy we recorded that because I'm just like
Adam's face.
Okay, so wait.
fucking confident.
All right, so let me. My only question.
Luke came out of nowhere with. Are you
Louisiana?
talking about Louisiana Purchase?
So wait, what were you? What conversation? Yeah, what recent
Cards
conversation?
Against Humanity.
Jesus Christ! Did you say it to black people at all? Please don't tell me you said it to any.
Just X. I mean,
And so he didn't know that either.
yeah, nobody knew it.
X is not a big history guy.
Oh my God, there was another black guy, but he was just a guest. So
It's because
I would just
X
I would-
denies his ancestry. He doesn't know.
No, that was so funny, dude.
that's
'Cause I'm
just
sitting there and I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, I'm 99% sure
The
that's
best
what it
part
is.
of that was when I go, it's about slavery, and you're like, that's 2%, and I'm like, this whole thing was about slavery.
Nah, dude, it was about 3/5 of it.
Nah.
About 3/5. 79% about slavery.
The other 2/5
Well.
in Louisiana Purchase.
That is
good job. Yeah, thanks guys for informing me.
Anyway, what was your point?
public.
I don't have one now. I lost it.
Like I said,
Public
this episode is
education.
called Fair Point.
You know what the Louisiana Purchase is? Tell us.
I do now.
That's
And by the way,
government actually,
we bought that dirt cheap.
Yeah, like what?
Like a-
14 million.
I don't know how it would be now.
I mean, I think that it was less than that.
Yeah.
Adam, would you please in
a quarter.
look up how much we spent on the Louisiana
It was
Purchase?
a couple bitcoins.
No Litecoin, dude.
Litecoin.
Yeah, I've already been embarrassed enough. I'd be happy to continue.
I think it was like 12 or 14 million dollars. I could be totally fucked.
Let me see it.
I'm going to go back and laugh at this when Adam said something to me. I'm like, you're just being unnecessarily mean to me.
50 million francs. And a
50 million
cancellation
francs.
of debts worth 18 million francs for a total of 68 million francs.
Which is how many U.S. dollars?
God, I'm looking up on Wikipedia.
15 million for about 828,000 square
Sorry, that was not.
Yeah, Luke's got it.
15 on April 30th, 1803, the U.S. representatives in Paris agreed to pay $15 million for about 828,000 square miles of land
we go.
that stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains and
had
from the Gulf of
nothing to do with
Mexico to
slaves.
Canada. This deal, known as
Yeah,
Louisiana Purchase,
get it.
nearly doubled the size of the United States.
So more than 3/5.
Yeah.
Did you wait a minute? Time out. In all honesty, I'm not gonna make fun of you. I'm just asking an honest question. Did you think because it was like 3/5 of the country?
Yes. Yes, I admit it. Okay, fuck you guys.
That's
when
an easy
you
mistake.
It made sense in my
Yeah.
mind.
When you say it, it makes sense because it's a good portion of the country.
I mean,
Now
that's
that
fair.
I'm thinking about it, though, like we didn't acquire Alaska and Hawaii until later. Like, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, we technically didn't get those until like the 80s.
No, you idiot.
That's why I said it with the voice.
When was it?
I'm Adam.
I don't fucking know.
Decade.
I don't even know when
Don't even-
Nebraska became a state.
Tony. 1867.
I just know it was like,
Do you know our state bird?
dude, I don't care anymore.
Call this net neutrality.
You know the month that we were.
I don't know the month.
March. It was March. March 1st.
Adam,
I
what's
already said I don't know the year.
Do you know the first city?
Yeah, I love how they can hear this question.
Do you know the first city in the state?
No.
Seriously, do you not know the first city in the state?
Is it Lancaster? Is it Omaha?
The first actual town in the state?
No, I don't.
he's baiting you.
I don't know. I really don't.
Gomez, can you please answer them for me
No,
so I
I
can
don't
feel a
know. I
little
don't know. I don't
condescending?
know what
Because
it
I got massively embarrassed.
Mexico City?
Jake, where did you grow up?
Kansas.
Kansas City, Kansas?
Nebraska City.
Why do you think it was called Nebraska City?
Well, every state has a state and city name.
It's true.
I'm sure you can find a Texas
Brad-
city.
I don't.
Missouri has a freaking Kansas City.
I don't think there's a Florida city. I could be wrong.
There's a Florida state.
Is
There
there?
actually
I
is.
don't
That's
know.
not a lie.
I have no.
Every
I have no
state
idea.
has that.
Yeah. Hey, Gomez. Fuck you. There is a Florida city.
No.
I blatantly said I don't know. I was not as compromised.
I love
as
how
you
this
were.
is
I was only
gonna-
3/5
Yeah,
as
I
confident.
jumped on
This
that.
started as a merger discussion into, not even a merger, an acquisition discussion into net neutrality into a history lesson about how Adam didn't know what
Hey,
Fuck off.
Hey,
Don't let
I
anyone
think-
listen to
guys-
this.
right here. Florida City is a city in Miami county, Florida, United States, and is the southernmost municipality in the South Florida metropolitan area.
What are you, just like the fucking stat boy now?
That's
Yeah.
fine. Somebody's got to be.
You guys just got done saying that
It's not
Florida
wrong.
City's not a thing, and I just fucking shot you
I
down.
said I don't know. I didn't.
Louisiana.
I literally just said that Florida City was the thing.
He
Wait,
did.
look this up. Was Jackson president during the Louisiana Purchase? Because I think you're right. Was it Jackson?
I said Jefferson.
Did you say? Oh, okay. then-
I'm gonna be. I'm already fucked up in that
No,
situation.
'cause
I'm just gonna be
I was
honest
like,
what I
Jackson
said.
sounds too late.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's Jefferson. It's Jefferson.
it's definitely Jefferson. Yeah, it's I know the purchase. I got wrong with the name.
So
Okay.
you were okay, I thought you were talking like you were in like serious political discussion with someone. You're like, yeah, well, yeah, it's like the 3/5
No, I got the name wrong, but I knew
yeah.
what happened.
You guys read the book Robinson Crusoe?
Robinson Crusoe.
No, I haven't. Luke, tell me about it.
Yes, I have, and he did not. Okay, go on.
I don't know. I was just making a fucking stupid joke.
You know it's not Lewis and Clark, right?
No, I know that.
They're different guys.
Oh, I'm aware.
Did you guys
of that.
know
I know
that?
that
That's why
Robinson
it was-
Crusoe didn't actually explore anything. He just kind of showed up on an island, right?
He was deserted. Yeah. He was
Do you guys
on a
know
deserted
that Sacagawea and Pocahontas
All right,
aren't
it was
the
a
same
stretch,
person?
but I was making fun of you, Adam. Okay,
Wait, say it
God.
again because I want to dispute you. 'Cause I need to prove my
I
dominance.
said, did you know Sacagawea and Pocahontas aren't the same person?
Oh yeah, I did know that.
I was making a
I
joke.
know now.
All right, where are we gonna go? from here?
Although, if you do search Pocahontas
tell
and
me the
Pornhub, they
name
give
of
you
Lewis and
related
Clark's
titles
dog?
of Sacagawea.
I actually did know this at
Oh,
one
it's
point.
Spot.
You say the captain's dog?
No, Lewis and Clark's dog.
Well, I read the book called Captain's Dog. I think it was. What does that have to do with anything? Because it's about
Lewis
it's
and
about Lewis and Clark's dog.
Okay, so what's the name?
I don't. This is called the Captain's
It's not
Dog.
Captain's dog, Luke.
I read it in like 4th grade. Okay, that's the name of the book. It's called The Captain's Dog.
For the record, it's Seaman. And
Seaman. Was he white? I couldn't resist.
he was a yellow lab, yes. Actually, I think it was a golden retriever. Gomez, don't correct me.
I don't know.
3/5 of a dog.
But his name was Seaman.
in 4th grade. Captain's Dog. I'm just. Luke, don't.
Yeah. See, fuck you, fuck you.
Why? His name isn't Captain's dog.
I know, and I'm saying the book was called Captain's Dog,
Nobody
and the dog's
disputed
name
that.
was. Yes, you guys did.
I didn't.
You never said Seaman though.
I said I did. I said I didn't. I didn't remember
I
the
asked you
name.
what his name, not the name of the book.
I said I don't remember the dog's name, but the book's name was Captain's Dog, and you said no.
So I
fucking
said his
Seaman.
name wasn't Captain's dog.
And I said, oh, God. Yeah, whatever.
Seaman was actually a Newfoundland, a black Newfoundland.
This is the research episode. Sorry, Luke, but you got so triggered.
I did.
I fucking told you guys. I didn't know the name. I just knew the name of the book.
I probably
I at least admitted when I was wrong.
I'm just gonna apologize.
Luke, if it makes you feel better, I'm gonna go and rent the Captain's Dog from my local library.
Oh god. I'm glad I figured out where that was going beforehand. Otherwise, I would have right up my nose.
That's what she said.
It was a good book. I'll tell you that. It was a good book.
What AR level is that book?
I don't know. It was like this big, so.
No, did it have a sticker on it? Did you get the booklet for it?
And the
I don't fucking remember. All I remember is that it was over an inch thick. It was about the
what she
size of this. It was about the size of this Wheat Thins box.
Shit!
They're both empty. We're good.
This episode is sponsored by Chips Ahoy, Oreo, and Wheat Thins.
And
Nabisco.
Miller High Life.
it's the champagne of beers.
Wife.
I have a wife, Adam.
Ex-girlfriend. No.
Correct.
The X.
Why are we calling her right now? We're in the podcast.
She's about to go to bed.
Okay, then go upstairs.
Then just be like a normal man and say goodnight.
Through a text message.
Send a text.
And then the gift that's like a kissy face.
I'm sorry I got so triggered about the voting.
$10 says Adam comes out and says something about their sex life. Like good night, and we said good night, and then she reminded me about how we're gonna have sex when he sees her tomorrow or something. I don't
Or
know.
he's gonna say, hey, she's kind of feeling bad. I need to go.
Jesus Christ, we're recording right now.
I hope Adam was this.
Jesus Christ, I had my dick out for like half of this.
I know.
I just look over and Luke's just sitting there, just like got his fucking dick out.
You're like this.
He's like this. He's not even saying anything. He moves the mic over and just starts smiling at me, like, and then looking down at his dick, like, you gonna see this? You gonna see
And
this?
then Adam's trying to talk to me, and I go. And then he goes, oh.
And then you guys got so pissed, and I'm like, I'm trying to listen to you guys, but I can't because he's just trying to
You just got my sack just plopped up over my shorts.
Whatever.
Well, this has been another episode of Morning Hangover. I don't know what we're going to talk about next episode, but we'll figure something out. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Google Play Music and iTunes.
Are you on SoundCloud yet?
I don't like SoundCloud. I'm on Podbean, yo.
I don't know. I'll see
They gave me a website, so
nice.
that's what they do. If you join Podbean, they give you a nice little website. I'm also pimping that out, so maybe they'll sponsor this show. Put it on the front page of their site. But yeah, you can listen to Podbean. You can listen on Google Play Music and iTunes. You can subscribe and like there. Please do that. It'd be nice. Tell your friends and family about it. I promise not all episodes are about
Parental
dicks and porn.
discretion is advised.
Yes, we swear a lot. We talk about some nasty stuff. And then sometimes we get the 3/5 compromise confused with Louisiana Purchase. It happens.
Natural mistake.
Don't get hungover.
Morning hangover.